Assalamu alaikum, guys. Yesterday is all about yesterday's debate between our brother Sadiq and Baba Shaib. It was really interesting. Um, Baba was asked a very simple question, and it's very funny. Let's just look at it.
Say, my first question. One, Baba, you said you don't believe in the hadith. God said we should pray. Who explained how we should pray? And that's from Abdurrahim. Baba, would you like to answer that?
Yeah, I'd like to. I can answer that. He said, Baba, you said you don't believe in hadith. That is the, I said I don't believe in hadith. Well, I don't believe in, fabricated hadith. That's what I said. The hadith which is not actually approved by God and his messenger. So he says, God said
we are
we
talking
should
about technical
pray.
hadith, not linguistic hadith. Baba,
No,
please, let's
Siddiq,
be cautious.
the questioner is questioning. You don't tell me how he was questioning. I can read it myself. So if the questioner can explain his question, that's better. Don't explain it for him. God said we should pray. Who explained how we should pray? Your answer is found in the Quran. God explained how we should pray, and the answer is in the Quran. For instance, we are following the footsteps of the prophets themselves. If you go to Quran chapter 19, verse 58, and you read up to verse 59, it tells you how the prophets did their salat, and you are also supposed to follow their footsteps the same way. If you go to Quran chapter 6, verse 90, God says, if I remember the verse.
Okay, so now Baba has given us verses that says, this is how Allah is describing us for Salah. And let's look at the one on top, Quran chapter 6, verse 90. وَلَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ هَدَى اللَّهُ فَبِهَدَاهُمْ أَقْتَدْ قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا ذِكْرٌ لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Please, how is this describing how we should do Salah? Now, the second one is Quran chapter 19, verse 58. أولئك الذين أنعم الله عليهم من النبيين من ذرية آدم وممن حملنا مع نوح ومن ذرية إبراهيم وإسماعيل ومن ذرية إبراهيم وإسرائيل وممن هدينا واجتبينا إذا تتلى عليهم آياتنا خروا سجدا وبقيا. How is this describing how we should do Salah? How Baba?
So now what Baba was failing to understand is there is a difference between sujood and salat. Even though there is a sujood in salat, because salat consists of a lot of things, but sujood is just to prostrate. And there are types of sujood. Sujood li shukri lillah or sujood li ta'atillah. There are types of sujood. So what the verses Baba was quoting is different. Like all of them, sujood to humble yourself, that is not describing how to do salat. No. For example, if you look at this verse, like in Quran chapter 2, Surah Al-Baqarah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسَ أَبَى وَاسْتَكْبَرَ وَكَانَ مِنَ الْكَافِرِينَ. This sujood doesn't mean salah, and it's not describing how to do salah. And if you go to Quran chapter 12, Surah Al-Yusuf, verse 100, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَرَفَعَ عَبَوَيْهِ عَلَى الْعَرْشِ وَأَخَرُّوا لَهُ سُجَّدًا. This sujood is not describing how we should do salah. So Baba is totally confused. He don't know what to do. Like he Ya Allah. Very arrogant, ignorant and arrogant. Like there are so many examples like this in the Quran. This is not describing how to do salah. The question is, how do we do salah? Don't bring us how prophets are humbling themselves, Baba. Abba.
So based on the question the person has asked, if you go to Quran chapter 19, Surah Al-Maryam, chapter 19, verse 58 to 59, you see the notion of the salat. You go to Quran chapter 17, verse 107 to 109, you see it there. And if actually you complete the context, it talks about the salat till the end. And also we go to chapter 32, verse 15, you see the same example of how they did the salat. When the verses of God are recited to them, they fall down, showing their submission and prostration. So it is a notion of actually submitting to the verses of God when it comes to salat. You uphold salat for the zikr of God. Quran chapter 20, verse 40. Innani ala Allah la ilaha illa ana fa'budni wa aqimi salat li zikri. So you establish the salat for the remembrance of God. So everything you want to know concerning salat is found in the context of the Quran, not outside. So then you follow such examples from the distance that guidance God has given you in the Quran. So if I say I don't believe in hadith, it's not mere saying I don't believe in hadith. The Quran says in Quran chapter 45 verse 6, فَبِأَيِّ حَدِيثِ بَعْدَ اللَّهِ وَآيَاتِهِ يُؤْمِنُونَ, in which hadith after God and his verses
you are permitted to use the time, but it stick to the question. The question is how do we offer the prayers?
No, that's not only the question. He says, Baba, you said you don't believe in hadith. I need to I need to talk about the hadith first before going to the, which I just did. So I've shown the answers to the question that the person have asked. So that's the point. I spoke about hadith and I spoke about
how do you pray? How is the prayers done?
How should we pray? I just gave the answer. I just quoted the verses where he finds the answer to the question.
Okay, so guys, he said he has answered that. So yeah, let's take
so now you take from my question.